Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Break for Aid for Dementia Care Partners. My name is Anne, and I'm an occupational therapist with over 25 years of experience in dementia care. And I'm saying this not to inflate myself, but to make a point, which is this. So even though I know a lot about dementia, it can still be very frustrating for me, especially when I don't have a solution right away, or things aren't going well, or someone's angry at me. Frankly, all of these things can make me feel really small. So today I'm going to talk about this a little bit more. And during our meditation time, I'd like to teach you a strategy that I use to sort of clear these feelings of smallness. And by smallness, I mean, all those crappy feelings, like shame for not being able to do something good enough, or being sensitive to criticism, overly sensitive, or maybe just feeling like a failure for not being able to make something better for a client. And times like this can make us feel very small. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not capable. But I'm here to tell you that that's the nature of dementia. There is so much uncertainty, and there's so much trial and error that's involved. So how many of you have received unsolicited advice about dementia care? And nobody likes criticism, right? Have you ever been to a job review and you've gotten like 25 pieces of positive feedback, and then that one piece of constructive criticism that we tend to focus on, right? That one piece that's not so complimentary. And this can just hit especially hard when it comes from someone close to us. Criticism does, especially if it's someone we admire, or maybe the relationship's been a little bit more antagonistic. Or maybe smallness comes about too in another way here when we're at our wit's end. We want to do something, we can't get a handle on it, we can't change the situation, we can't control our person, and that this can make us feel very small. Maybe in future videos, I'll take some time talking about each one of these topics individually, because really each one in and of itself is really massive and can really knock us off our feet and deflate us. Today, though, I just want to acknowledge that dementia is really, really hard. I have never met a care partner who says they're thriving in the midst of dementia. Most, at best, are surviving. So what I recommend we all do when we experience smallness is just recognize this. First step is just to recognize when we feel deflated, defeated, or defensive. And I wish I had a magic bullet to take all these feelings away. But the first step, though, I think often is just to take a moment. Take a moment to nourish and nurture ourselves, and, just feel all the feels, right? When we feel small. It's okay to stop. It's okay to pause. It's okay to not just try to suppress everything right away, because eventually I think there comes a time where we want to move on, right? So I have a technique to kind of help clear some of this heavy stuff that I'm going to share with you today, because after I think some clearing has occurred and some weight has been lifted, a little bit of space is created for reflection. Maybe we need to reflect a little bit to see if some of that criticism has any merit, or maybe to really check ourselves and see if maybe we could try something different the next time. Sometimes this space just allows me to consider, is this advice worth taking? Or does this criticism have anything to do with me? Or is this just the other person's stuff surfacing, and there's nothing really that I'm doing wrong to bring this on myself? The space that this creates also just allows me to give myself some grace for messing up, for making a mistake or a misstep, because no one is perfect. Okay, so all that said, are you ready to learn this technique? So as a reminder, this is a technique that I use just to help me regain my footing when I'm feeling badly about myself, or I'm feeling targeted by someone's criticism or judgment that just has made me feel so small. So if you are ready, let's just sit back and get comfy and relax. So the first step, let's just sense what is going on in our body right now. So please scan for any areas of tension and tightness. Just attend to those usual areas. Relax your upper back, your shoulder blades, just dropping your shoulders away from your ears. Unclench your jaw. Relax the muscles of your forehead. And now just take in a deep belly breath, deeply as you can. And when you exhale, exhale fully through an open mouth. So again, let's just deeply breathe into the bottom of our lungs first, filling them up completely, and then exhaling through our mouths until there's no more air left. Let's keep doing this. Keep breathing this way until you feel yourself begin to stabilize, begin to settle down. Many times thoughts will creep in, especially when we're angry or we feel other powerful emotions. We may find ourselves replaying an event that happened in our mind. We may find ourselves holding hypothetical, imaginary conversations with someone who upset us. So if you catch yourself going to these places, just bring your awareness to them, and in doing so, you can begin to stop the cycling. The power of this technique is in its ability to transform overpowering energy, transmute it away from us and place it somewhere else. So right now, I'd like you to think about something that triggers you. It might be something that makes you angry related to dementia care or not. It may be an opinion from someone else that you feel is targeting you. Now keep your focus on just the energy of that emotion. It may be helpful to assign it a color or a shape to give it some structure. Just allow that emotion to be there. Recognize it. Shed some light on it. Now, please take a deep belly breath in, just like we did before. And as you exhale, I want you to exhale all of that negative energy out of your body. Allow it to flow out of you. And then do something extra. Position that energy, that structure away from you, outside of your body, maybe 20 feet or so away. Imagine that energy shape becoming a building block of a huge, energetic wall of protection that surrounds you. A boundary, so to speak, a force field that protects you from whatever it is that is making you feel small. You will likely need to do this several more times, especially if the situation or emotion is intense. So breathing in and exhaling all that energy out and placing it on your wall. Now repeat this until you feel a little space opening up within you. It may feel like relaxation or a quiet mind or peace. in this peaceful space, you're able to remember who you really are. You're not small. You are gifted. You are loving. You are greatness. You deserve support, respect, and well-being. You are competent. You are safe. You are a large force that is not small. So from this safe and nurturing place, you can begin to consider whether or not the thing that made you feel small deserves some attention. And does defensiveness need further exploration? Is there someone, or even yourself, who needs forgiveness and understanding? When we create a little distance between ourselves and negative forces, we create a little breathing room. We also create a boundary. So when circumstances repeat, we can meet them with greater awareness, greater understanding, and if necessary, feel empowered to say no to something, to express our feelings or our opinion, or to realize that the person making us feel small may actually be projecting their own issues onto us. So let's just practice this one last time. Breathe in deeply. And on the exhale, breathe out any negative energy, placing it far away from you on an imaginary wall of protection. Transforming the powerful energy that once made us feel small into a source of protection for our space and for us, and giving us room to breathe and to do our best work, to bring ourselves, to bring our best selves, to bring our greatness to any situation. You've got this.